Ranking time. Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be ranking some bronzers. This might be difficult for me, but I've been watching a whole bunch of these ranking videos and thought I'd just give it a try myself to see if it can help with my decluttering and kind of condensing of my makeup collection. Keep the ones that I like and maybe rethink some of the other ones that make it towards the bottom of the list. With that said, let's get straight into ranking. I happen to have all of them swatched on my arm here, ready to go, and then we'll be pointing them out as we move along. Let's start off with a bigger item. Let's do that. So here I have a curated MAC palette. All of these are from their Pro Sculpting line, and I would say this is probably the best formula you can get out there for bronzing and sculpting. I don't use these other two items all that often. This is like a banana shade and more of an orangey, peachy tone. This first shade here, which is this one, is in Bone Beige. This one here is in Sculpt. This one in Shadester. And lastly, this in Shadowy. So these two shades here are bronzing shades. One is a little more of a red undertone, whereas this one I would say is a true brown. These two I would consider more contouring shades. Here you can see that grayish cast that they have. So this will probably be best for contouring purposes, maybe putting them towards the back of your cheekbones and then applying these types of colors all over the face and having a well-rounded bronze and contoured look. But if I had to rank just these four in order, I would probably say this is my favorite, then this one, and then this one. But as a whole palette, I would say this, starting off, this might be towards the center of the list. So probably somewhere here, and then I'll rank according. So this will be my favorites, and then we'll move down the line. Next up, let's just pick whichever one we see. This one is NARS's Laguna, and I did repurchase this bronzer because the older one that I had was far gone. This is Laguna right here. It does have a bit of a sheen. It's a goldeny sheen. I love this bronzer, guys. I think I've mentioned it before. I like the amount of warmth that it gives to my skin, and that subtle glow just makes the face look very healthy. I would say, I'm just gonna go on a whim, I'm pretty sure that this goes in the front. It just truly works for majority of the type of makeup that I like to use. It's a no-brainer. It just looks amazing. I truly love Laguna. Now I'm going to quickly mention this because there is a bronze shade in here, but I wouldn't consider it a bronzer. Maybe if you have fair skin, you might want to use it as such. This is Tom Ford's Skin Illuminating Powder Duo. There is a bronze shade and a kind of a, I would say it's very similar to the Becca Moonstone Skin Perfector. It's kind of that yellowy white. And I have it swatched here. It has made it through so many declutters and I still have it, but I've been using it as highlighters. I like to mix them together and put them right above my bronzer, and it blends so beautifully into each other. So I will definitely be keeping it, but I honestly would not consider this a bronzer. I do put in my bronzer section, I guess. I mean, it's called a skin illuminator, so it's probably more fitting in my highlighter area, but since this shade is bronze, I've just always kept it in my bronzer collection. So since it is here, it will go towards the end, but not because it's bad, but more so because it's a highlighter. It's a highlighter. Moving on, we only have four more. Here we have the NYC Skin Smooth Bronzer in Sunny. Got a nice hefty little pan there, and the swatch for this is this product right here. I feel like this is very similar to that first shade that I showed you. I believe it's called Bone Beige. Yes, that is correct. So if you don't want to spend the money on these MAC items, I would say that the very close dupe to that would be this shade right here. Very great wearable color. And if you like a bit of that reddish undertone, then go for Sunny. This is like a staple in a lot of people's collections. I remember when it was raved about, I think when it first came out, and I I might have gotten it a few months after and have since kept it. Hit pan on it and will continue to use it. This is my one drugstore or affordable bronzer option. I try to have one for each makeup category, and will probably end up repurchasing that, to be honest, if I want to keep up with having a affordable option in my collection. So I think that's going to go here for now. I'm pretty sure that's where it belongs. NARS's Casino, little piece of hair showing up. This shade here is Casino. This too has a bit of a sheen to it, a goldeny sheen. Very nice and glowy on the skin, but not so much that it takes away from actual highlighters. This is a very dark shade. This is the darkest bronzing shade option that I have. And I use this primarily when I have a full face of dark makeup on. I feel like when I have dark makeup on, the face kind of needs to flow together, and a lot of these ones here are usually not enough to create enough depth to my skin. So I usually go with this one. It is definitely red, as you can tell. It's got that reddish undertone to it, and I don't mind that too much as long as it doesn't lean too cool. I'm pretty all right with it. Because my skin tone is very tan, then it doesn't really take away from the actual complexion, so I don't mind this too much. I think I'm going to place this here right after the curated MAC palette. I think that's right. Next up, we have MAC's bronzer in matte bronze. This is a old packaging from a limited edition collection, but this is available on the actual site. I'm just noticing this right now, but it seems like it's starting to get hard pan, but it still shows up on the face, so I'm not going to complain. This is this shade right here. It's very beautiful. I do like it. It's a matte version, I would say, of this one, just a little bit lighter. You may not be able to see it, but Casino is definitely darker than this shade, but kind of the same like red warm family. As much as I enjoy it, I don't feel that I like it as much as some of these other red tone bronzers that I own. It's really nothing special, but in relation to the other ones that I got rid of, this did make the cut, and I still continue to use it, but I feel like I don't get excited to use this as I do with some of these other favorite items. So I think I'm gonna place matte bronze down here. Lastly, the newest addition to the family, we have Fenty Beauty Sunstalker in Island Ting. Oh, I was about to swatch it, but I already have it swatched here. This is Island Ting. Maybe I should make that a little darker. This is the most orange bronzer that I own, and I did select this with the thought of all these other colors in mind. Like, you can see it dead center. It doesn't look like anything else that I own. I have a lot of red tones, I have neutral tones, and then I have some of these, contouring shades, but there's nothing like truly orange like this. And after using it a couple of times, I will say that I do like the formula. The pigmentation on it is great, the blendability on it is awesome, and I really do like the shade. It's so pretty. I know it's orange, but it looks good on the skin. It's a good kind of orange, guys. Trust me. I'm gonna say for right now, surprisingly, I'm gonna place it right here. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good lineup to me. So, oh man, this was kind of hard. It seemed like it was easy, but honestly, this was pretty hard because I do love playing with bronzers. Highlighters, it's like I don't put as much highlighter on my face as I do bronzer, so I love playing with bronzer. I truly, truly do. So let us conclude this video. We have in first place, we have NARS's Laguna. Second place, we have NYC's Sunny Bronzer. Third place, Fenty Beauty Sunstalker in Island Ting. Fourth, my curated MAC Pro Sculpting Palette. Fifth, we have NARS's Casino. Sixth, we have MAC's Matte Bronze. Matte Bronze, yes. And then in last place, because it really shouldn't be here, we have Tom Ford's Skin Illuminating Duo in Mood Light. And there we have the bronzer collection. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like to be updated with future videos, go ahead and click the red subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. No makeup look on here, but if you'd like to see the full list of products of any of the makeup looks that I do have on my channel or future ones, go ahead and check out my Instagram. First link in the description box down below. Till the next video, guys, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys. Also, don't mind my nails. Like I told you in the previous video, I broke this one and I broke this one, and they're like chipping off. I need to repaint them and cut them and make them all even again. Oh no, my life, the struggle.